Hi students, how are you? In last class, we were discussing about the role of hormones in the body of human beings and animals. Today, our topic is reproductive health. So, what is health? Health is not only the physical fitness. It is the physical, mental and social well-being is called health. So, the physical and mental well-being of an individual is regarded as an individual's health. So, to keep the body healthy, every human being needs a balanced diet. He should observe personal hygiene and physical exercise is also essential. And we know during adolescence, these become more essential as the body is growing. Next, we can look at the nutritional needs of adolescence. We know that adolescence is a stage of rapid growth and development. So, the diet of adolescents is very important. They need a balanced diet. Now, what is a balanced diet? A balanced diet is a diet that contains all the nutrients in the appropriate amount or all the nutrients in the needed amount. Now, which are the nutrients? Carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. So, the diet of adolescents, it should contain all these nutrients in the needed amount. So, our meal with cereals, pulses and vegetables, that is a balanced diet. Or milk has nutrients like proteins, calcium, vitamin D and potassium. Then we know fruits and vegetables are rich in vitamins and minerals. So for infants, mother's milk provides all the nourishment that they need. There was a newspaper report telling that in India, 56% of adolescent girls and 30% of adolescent boys suffer from chronic anemia due to the deficiency of iron. So, deficiency of iron in the body is one of the causes of anemia. It can be remedied by including iron-rich food items in the diet. Though iron tablets may be used as an immediate solution, it is advisable to ensure the availability of nutrients through the food itself. So, iron-rich food items like leafy vegetables, jaggery, citrus fruits, meat, amla, all these are good for the adolescents. So, dear students, you should include all these iron-rich food items in your diet. Iron builds blood. Now, what about the nutrients? Carbohydrates and fats. We know carbohydrates and fats give us energy. So, for getting energy, we should include carbohydrate-rich food items like cereals, sugar, potato, etc. in our diet. And we know proteins are the nutrients that build our body. And you are in the growing stage. So, you should include a lot of protein in your diet. So, since you are in the growing stage, you should include a lot of protein-rich food items like milk, meat, nuts and pulses in your diet. And what about vegetables and fruits? Vegetables and fruits are rich in vitamins and minerals and they protect our body from diseases. So, we should include fruits and vegetables also in our diet. But chips or packed or tinned food items, though they are very tasty, they do not have any adequate nutritional value. So, it is better to avoid packed food and fast foods. Now, I will give you some tips to follow. So, look at it. Breakfast is very important. Do not skip it during busy schedule. Have right quantity of food at the right time. Choose a diet that includes fruits, vegetables and pulses. Reduce the intake of fried food items. Use sugar and salt in limited quantities. Do not be habituated to bottled drinks, packet food and fast foods. Remember that chocolate, sweets and ice creams are not good for health. Keep in mind that excessive likes and dislikes of food items will adversely affect health. Develop the habit of using seasonal leafy vegetables and fruits available in the locality. Our next topic is personal hygiene. So everyone should have a bath at least once every day. It is more necessary for teenagers because the increased activity of the sweat glands sometimes makes the body smelly. So all parts of the body should be washed and cleaned every day. If cleanliness is not maintained, there are chances of catching bacterial infections. And girls should take special care of cleanliness during the time of menstrual flow. They should keep track of their menstrual cycle and be prepared for the onset of menstruation. Our next topic is physical exercise. So walking and playing in fresh air keeps the body fit and healthy. All boys and girls should take walks, exercise and play outdoor games. What about boys? Boys may be going out and playing, but what about girls? Most of the girls are sitting inside their room itself. So you should not sit like that. You should go out of your room and you should go out of your house also. Every day walk around your house for 20 or 30 minutes. Do some exercise, play some games, and you can dance also. Otherwise, you won't be healthy. So dear students, today onwards, you should do some exercise and play some games. Always don't sit in your room with your mobiles. Avoid playing games in mobile and play some outdoor games. Use your mobiles only for necessary things. Don't misuse it. If you are always watching mobile and TV and all, it will harm not only your eyes, it will affect your brain and health also. The heroic images created by the media with commercial interests influence the adolescent minds very quickly. Adolescents are very conscious about their body. They mistake external appearances for personality. This makes them use synthetic cosmetics, change their food habits, and follow unscientific exercises. It may cause severe health problems. The eating disorder known as anorexia is an example. Regular skipping of food with an intention to make the body slim may cause an aversion to food, which is called anorexia. You know, adolescence is a period of much activity in the body and mind, which is a normal part of growing up. So do not feel confused or insecure. Now you look at these headlines. Use of drugs causes the death of 2 lakhs every year. 3.3 million lives are lost due to alcoholism every year. Smoking kills nearly 6 million people every year all over the world. So these are the headlines. Now, did you observe these headlines? These are bad habits we become addicted to. Used initially out of curiosity or under the influence of friends. But they affect us psychologically and we cannot escape even if we wish to do so afterwards. So if anybody suggests that you will get relief if you take some drugs, just say no. These drugs are addictive. If you take them once, you feel like taking them again and again. They harm the body in the long run. They ruin health and our happiness also. You must have heard about AIDS. AIDS, and it is caused by the virus HIV, human immunovirus. This virus can pass on to a normal person from an infected person by sharing the syringes used for injecting drugs. So if you are using these drugs, sometimes you may be affected by the disease AIDS also. And you know the seriousness of this disease. It can also be transmitted to an infant from the infected mother through breast milk. And this virus also can be transmitted through sexual contact with a person infected with HIV. And you might be knowing that in our country, the legal age for marriage is 18 years for girls and 21 years for boys. This is because teenage mothers are not prepared mentally or physically for motherhood. In olden days, you know, girls were married at 10 or 12 years of age and all. So they are not physically or mentally, they are not prepared for motherhood during these ages. Early marriage and motherhood cause health problems in the mother and the child. It also blocks the employment opportunities for the young woman and may cause mental agony as she is not ready for responsibilities of motherhood. So we should not promote early marriage. So now you have learned the scientific facts related to human reproduction. There are so many wrong notions which you should now be able to discard. For example, there are so many myths and taboos regarding the bodily changes that adolescents experience. So now we can look some of this. The mother is responsible for the sex of the child. Now you know what is determining the sex of the child. It is not the ovum coming from the mother, but it is sperm that comes from the father that determines the sex of the child. Then another one is a girl should not be allowed to work in the kitchen during menstruation. Now you know menstruation is only a physical natural process that is taking place in the life cycle of a woman. So no problem even if she enter kitchen or any other place, there is no problem in that. It's just a physical process. Then what next one what? A girl becomes pregnant if she looks at boys during menstruation. Now you have learned how fertilization takes place, how a girl becomes pregnant and all. So if she simply look at boys or talk with boys, no problem. Okay. Then again, you may come across many other myths and taboos like this. But now you know the scientific facts related to this. So just discard them. Okay. So dear students, our 10th chapter, reaching the age of adolescence, that lesson is over. So we were discussing about the changes that takes place in the body of boys and girls during puberty, increase in height, change in voice, change in body shape. Then we discussed about the secondary sexual characters that takes place in the body of boys and girls. We discussed about the role of hormones in the body of human beings, how the sex of the child is determined. When we discussed about the role of hormones in the life cycle of silk moth and frog. Then we discussed about the reproductive health. Then we discussed about the nutritional needs of adolescents. So many things. Now I hope you understand all the scientific facts related with human reproduction. Clear now? Okay. So if you look, you can see that there are many possibilities around you to develop as a good individual by overcoming challenges. You can create a better tomorrow if you judiciously make use of today's possibility. Okay. Bye.